Alright, let's get this stream going. Alright. Sunday Cup Road Cars. So what you been up to today? I feel that. Yeah. Nice. 2 for 1. That's how it's done. Oh yeah. I got the tail end of this Subaru whipping it. Yeah. Doing it in VR this week. It's been a while since I've done it in VR. Oh, I finished the Power Pack's main missions. All that's left is the endurance races now. So there's a 6 hour race on Suzuka. There's a 12 or 6 hour race on Suzuka, a 8 hour race on Spa, and then the two 24s on Nuremberg and Le Mans. Nah, I'll be able to do it on my own. I've done it before, I can do it again. I remember doing them back in GT5. I ran, if I remember correctly, I did the 24 hours of Nuremberg in the Red Bull X 2011. Way too many laps around that track, I'll tell you that. And honestly, I think I also used the X 2011 on Le Mans. And then I did the B-Spec version of both of them, and then don't think I did any others, as far as I remember. How many laps is this little race? Good lord. Should have kept the hood on just to see what lap I was going to be on. I don't know, it's something about cutting the HUD off and being in VR. It's just so... Yeah. It's 5 laps. Good lord. But yeah, I love cutting the HUD off and just having the VR cruising around in the car and cockpit. Is it bad that I've lapped the AI? Oh, there's a checkered flag. One race done. 4 more to go. Lately I've been, with the weekly videos, I've been trying to show the tunes that I have on the vehicles to go with the video. I just usually have to remember to, show off the tune before I go into the race or right after the race, or I'm just not going to remember to do it. You know? Yeah. Now there's certain cars that I don't like showing, not because of my tune, just because I don't think it's a good tune, if that makes any sense. Alright. I cranked up my headset a little bit just now. Tell me if that's too loud. Alright. Uh, 3 laps of Red Bull Ring. I am not doing the out car. Bolton, I'll let you choose. The Ferrari 812 Superfast, the Torling Berlinetta from Alfa Romeo, the from 1938, or Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series. The, the 3 lights. Oh, you're talking about the a berth, aren't you? The 1500. I actually have not drove that car in this game, as far as I know. Screw it. I'll do it. Yeah, I think mine's red. Because if I remember correctly, I had it in red back in the old GTs as well. We're going to soften this up a bit, though. Because I got a good idea how the car's going to feel, roughly. Don't have NOS. Really don't matter, though. That's one thing I try to do is do new vehicles all the time, but most of the time I'll just hop in something I know. That's something I need to think of because I've been needing to do a different vehicle for a while for the American events. What, the Honda N1? Like old school, like 1970s and before, or old school like it's from here? What, the Honda Panda? No, not Honda. Good lord, Fiat Panda. But why did I say Honda? I had Honda on the brain. Good God. Keeping it. It's all GT, or not GT. No, Group 1. Now, I'm curious if it's restricted to Group 1 or if it's just the 950 PP version, because there's two. There's one that's restricted to only Group 1s, but there's one that's 950 PP that shows Group 1s, but you can actually use, right. Which Corvette? The C8 or the RX? Or the VGT? Well, like I said, they have remodeled both of those cars because, they didn't feel right to a lot of people. Oh yeah, I believe it. Oh yeah, I believe it. Not gonna lie, this quick little tune I put on this Alpha, or this quick little tune I put on this Aberth is actually doing really good. Apparently I already had all the parts equipped to it, I just needed a tune on it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They got it in kilometers right now, so I'm not sure what speed I'm up to. Huh? Nah, I'm just saying because I'm in VR. It's the gauges on the dash are in kilometers. I know I'm over 200 kilometers an hour, but that's what the thing's topped out at. Ooh, going sideways. Trying my best to listen to the shifts. Now with the Hyundai race, because I'm pretty sure you said you already did it, I'm wondering, is it your own preset version or is it something they let you long? Oh, is it micro? Okay, I should do fine with that because I got that thing set up pretty nice, or at least last time I drove it. So how was the crew set up? Was it going good? The crew too? The summit? Oh yeah, you should do fine. Well, it's not like they really focus on the crew 2 anymore either. Really and truthfully, they want everybody to go over to Motorfest, but I'm just like, no. I wish. GT7, however, that's better on the 5. I mean, for the most part, it sounds like it's fine. I just, yeah. At least they're utilizing the 2 new circuits a lot. for the weeklies. Although I hope that Gran Turismo 8, unless they can figure out a way to do it to 7, has weather on all tracks, like they had back in the older Gran Turismos. Hell, I know. Like, damn. I have an odd feeling. Right. I mean, they got enough Formula cars in the game now they could do something with, and hell, all they're missing is the early 2000s, mid 2000s models, and then, something for the 2010s. Why do I feel like this? Huh? Say what? It's getting cold. I know Sunday is when they're looking for the storm to hit. Yeah. Late Saturday into Sunday, and then most of Sunday. I'm getting ready to get my stuff packed because I'm probably going to end up having to stay at work. They're saying we're going to get anywhere between a quarter to a full inch of ice. That's what I'm saying. Uh-huh. How did they know earlier this week that a storm was going to blow up out of nowhere? Suspicious, isn't it? Dude, I was looking at the map of their projection for it. It'll stretch from almost to the east coast to the west coast. Like, I've never seen a storm like that, ever. It's kind of like that Hurricane Helene. When I was looking at it before my power and internet went out, when I was looking at it on the radar when it was coming through that day, the tail end of that storm was at the damn bottom end of Florida, and the upper end of the tail was literally in Ohio, all at the same time. That's what I'm saying. I don't think these storms are getting worse. I think we're figuring out a way to help generate them. No, because, I mean, they've said for years they know how to seed clouds to help them rain, so does that not mean they have the ability to change other things with it as well? Yeah. Like, I know people up north that are like it, and I'm not hmm? Exactly. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but sometimes you just kind of think about things and it's like, it just doesn't seem right. Yeah. Like, some of the people I know up in Michigan and Ohio right now, by the time we're getting the cold that's going to cause our storm, they're going to be getting snow and they're going to be in like negative 20s. or less. Uh-huh. I know a few friends I have up in Canada that are already dealing with multiple negative temperatures everywhere. Like, I know there's Arctic air, I know it has a chance to come down this way, but it's insane how it's been going over the past week. This damn car generates torque. This Elantra would be better if it was all-wheel drive, not even gonna lie. Now, I'm not saying the front-wheel drive's no slouch, but needs some of the torque split to the back. Because it has the torque gauge on the dashboard. Damn torque is hitting like 600 something when I'm flooring it. It's like I was saying, like, I could see the torque on the dash of this Elantra, right? I was like, they really need, like, it really needs to be all-wheel drive to split some of the torque, because this torque on the front end of the car is like hitting 640 on some of the revs. Average is about 610, 620. Like, damn. Whew, another race done. No, I was thinking about yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which one it was after I finished that. It was yesterday, that's right. I was actually considering doing either the 8 hour or the 6 hour race, but I decided against it. Alright. Alright. I'll give you an option. Superbird, Super B, or the C3 Corvette. Superbird. You got it. And let's hope this thing actually... Yeah. Why the hell? So I got this tune labeled for this vehicle. This tune, for whatever the hell I had this set up for, is called the Yeet Mobile. God almighty. Alright, let's see what this tune feels like then. God. Well, I be damned. This thing's actually stable. No, 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 just one. It's the, yeah. I must, the Jeep. Oh, the Bugatti motor must. That could be interesting. I've drove it, but I haven't actually drove. Yeah, I've done all of them. 1.6 mil a piece. Good lord. Oh hell, really? I mean, you could always put it. Or are you talking about the one from the Renault or the Renault Espace? I believe that's what it is. Uh, right. 'Cause that ain't bad. I don't know what tune I have on this thing, but this damn thing is smooth. Like I looked at it, yeah. Usually this damn thing's always all over the damn road. Usually I must have been working on something last time I drove this damn thing, 'cause this damn thing feels pretty good. I I mean, this thing I know for a fact when the game first came out, then the engine swap and everything else, this damn thing was uncontrollable to drive with standard motor or the swap. Well, like I said, I don't know, the Superbird's always had a issue where the front end tires would lock in position. Yeah. Well, the way that I fixed it a long time ago, and it's probably the way this is now, is raising the front quite a bit. But then you have the issue of getting air underneath the car. A lot of the muscle cars, that's what I've had to do over time, is just raise them. Like the Boss Mustang, the old school one. I know for the longest time, if I ran it below a certain ride height, the tires would hit the fender well, and it'd basically lock it in position and go right for a wall. So I had to raise it up and adjust some things, and also your width base of your tires also affect the handling and driving of them. So I had to adjust that as well on some of these cars. It'd be nice if you could adjust the front and the rear separately. Yes, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. I just wish, you know how we have width on the tires, I wish we could adjust the front and rear differently. Because that would actually open up the door for not just drag builds, but making it easier for certain cars that get stuck with their wheels in the fender well when you lower them. Like say I want the fronts to be, a more narrow tire, and then also want them to be a slightly smaller, and then have the rears large with a large width. Not saying make a drag build, but make it easier to deal with that, then adjust the suspension. It would fix some of the issues on some of the older cars, not all of them. Not all the time. I just realized I wasn't. Oh yeah, definitely. I realize I'm not running traction control. Eh, whatever. I've got the thing to stick and stay on the road, so whatever. It's fine. What is this, like a 5 or 6 lap race on Bathurst? 5. Well, hopefully it's the last lap. Oh, it gets dark. Dude, I passed all of them on the first lap. Yeah. I was gonna say, if that Corvette's that far ahead, then we got a problem. The hell, does the damn track have some dew on it or something? Shadows started going down, and the track started looking like it's slick. I don't know, but the track feels like it's getting cold. Yeah, that's one thing that irritates me about doing the no HUD VR is I have no idea what in the hell's going on. Damn it. Yeah, I think the track's getting cold. See the back of the pack. There's a checkered flag. What? What's up? Who? That's weird. Was that a Corvette I was catching up to? Yep. An old Orange Corvette, 1969. All right, time for the final race. Oh, okay. So it is the one where it's the 950 pp restriction. Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to do the Red Bull X 2019 or the Super Formula. That or I'm going to try something different, but I don't know what I'd do. I want something that's not going to eat the tires either. Because it's on St. Croix C, and I despise St. Croix to begin with. The C layout can be a pain in the ass. That's the 900 pp one. Can I just up the tire compound and just eat it? You know what? Let's just copy this, duplicate sheet, and we're gonna make it 950 pp. So we're gonna take the weight off of it, and then we're going to remax the horsepower. What is it? Where it locks into somebody else's car, and then even though you're right next to yours, it doesn't let you do it. No, St. Croix is notorious for these flat corners. St. Croix has these flat corners. They have barely to any kind of embankment, and depending on the wind, it can throw you right off the track. That was something I always experienced when this track came to Gran Turismo Sport. That's why if you really want to take advantage of this course, you gotta have something with high downforce. Wait a minute, am I already in the lead? I swear. the, yes. I'm in the last race. This is why I can't have nice things. Nothing. I was actually hoping for a challenge from the AI, but no. I've already lapped them. Or not lapped them, but, you know, got ahead of them. Give it time, I'll probably lap them. We'll have to say that final race I did last night for the power pack, I I straight up demolished the AI. It was on the auto pulls in the classic GT500 cars. It was the Supra again, but I got in that Supra and I took off and I didn't look back. I was a good, every lap I was gaining about 4 to 5 seconds on the AI. I think by the it does, it does. But I mean, I think before I said hell or I wrecked, did another lap. It was close to or closer. I was getting ready to be on the final lap, and I just said hell with it. I think midway through the track, I just cruised the rest of the way till the finish line. They finally caught back up at like 12 seconds behind me. But I mean, I wouldn't say caught back up, but they was 12 seconds by the time I went across the finish line because I think it was like 30, almost up to a minute ahead of them. 30 seconds to a minute ahead. Like I already know I'd passed a few of the back of the pack. Oh yeah, I was ripping it. That's for sure. I know, which I don't understand why. Like I think it's I know, that's even worse. Like I don't see how people are struggling with it. Or some people are, not everybody, but some people are. Like there have been, I think there was one race where I went and used the middle car instead of the easy car. I ended up getting first in it too. First one, it's the easy car. Like hell, but if I had that much of a easy time with it, I mean, hell, if I get in one of the slower ones, I still probably could beat it. Which that might be my next goal: go through all the races and get the gold chili pepper on all the races, except for the 24 hours, because there ain't no way in hell I'm doing those after the first one. I mean, to be fair though, all the car does is give you a little bit more of a challenge, and then gives you a little bit of a higher payout at the end. Yeah, the harder cars. Right, pretty much. Yeah. As long as you win. The key is to win. I just realized this Red Bull doesn't have it where it shows my fuel gauge at all. I might need to at least turn that back on just for this one. Car info only. There we go. Yee. Okay. I got a pit. I turned. I'm not sure, but I know that I'm only on my third lap and I was pushing this car probably a little too hard. The tires I chose are at half and I'm at half a tank of, or half a lap of fuel left. I don't know where the AI is, but I'll have enough gas to make it back to the pits. No. Can't see it if I have the HUD off, but I can see it when I do have it enabled. Yeah, I can. I just have to have the menu up and stuff, like I said. When I have it disabled where I only see the car controls, then no, because I can't see what I'm adjusting. But when I have the full display on in VR, then yes, I do. I can adjust it. Pretty much. Oh, it's lap 3 of 8. If I put, oh my god. Yeah, I'd say I was pushing it. I'm a minute ahead of the AI. Yeah. Something don't feel right. There we go. No, I don't like the standard HUD sometimes because it just doesn't. It gets in the way of certain cars' view. I guess is a better way of putting it when you're in first person like this. Other times I'll leave it if I really need to know what the hell's going on, but most of the time, most races don't have. I shouldn't have switched to hards. Yeah, and then pit again. But I'm going to try to take it a little bit slower. That way I can conserve a little bit. I was mentioning to somebody earlier about playing GTA. Had an itch to play it for some reason, but yeah, I haven't been on it in a hot minute. I was thinking about it, but I wanted to get this GT stream taken care of because if I don't have any power, I won't be able to take care of it before, next week's. They're talking about a lot of people's probably got to be without power for a while. Well, I mean, it only because well, I mean, it only takes a quarter inch or less of ice to actually start tearing trees and power lines down. So they've estimated our ice accumulation at about an inch at the highest of ice. That's not good. So I'm honestly hoping it's on the lower end of what they've estimated, not the high end. But even then. But yeah, it kind of bothers me the fact that they know that in advance that there probably is going to be a lot of people without power. Like, are you just making an assumption, or do you know? Like, I know y'all are going to be hammered with snow up there in New York. For, yeah, down here in North Carolina and stuff like that, that's what they're planning. Even in the mountains, they're planning on more ice than snow, which is kind of concerning. Yeah, like, I don't know. Last time we had a big, bad ice storm was like back in 2003, and that's been like 20 plus years ago. And they're saying it's supposed to be worse than that. And I'm like, that was already pretty fucking bad. I mean, hell, it's only been a year and a half since damn Helene. And most of the mountain area still hasn't recovered from that shit. Right here on this back straightaway is probably what's killing my gas, though. I think the wind is with the back of me on the back straightaway here, and I'm rev banging the 7th gear. So it means I'm going probably well over 200 something. I'm almost 2 minutes ahead of the AI now. On lap 6, I'm pitting. I only got 2 more laps to go and I'm done. I'm taking a full tank. I don't care what it says. I know how this car can be. No, I just know that this update, if we get one in January for GT, isn't got to be as big as December's. Cars and engine swaps. Still waiting for that 2J Chaparral to get a swap at some point. Yeah, I'm not saying that the duplicate cars getting swapped is a bad thing, but I'd rather every car in the game have at least one swap before we start getting duplicates. Well, hello. Goodbye. It was the 962C Porsche Group 1 just sitting on the back straightaway, slowly cruising. I'm guessing it ran out of gas or something. I don't know. Which I've never known the AI to actually run out of gas, but I don't see any other cars in sight. What you watching? Ah. What in the world is that car even doing back here, too? That's the 2011 Audi. What the hell is it? Sure. Probably so. I wouldn't doubt it. And the race is done. Six-star car ticket, huh? Well, let's see what duplicate car I get. That way I can go sell it for cash. As long as it's actually something that pays out, I guess it really don't matter. Alright. So let's open up the 5-star I got for my daily. Yeah, 100 grand. That ain't bad. Not the best, but it ain't bad. Another 100 grand. 200 grand. And the car ticket. What do we get this time? The Skoda VGT, huh? Alright. So that's gotta probably sell for $500,000. Well, let's go see what it sells for before I close out the stream. Because there ain't no need for me to have it. Wish this list was in alphabetical order. There it is. 518,500. Yay. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I haven't actually done much of any additional money grinding races in a while, and I'm already back up to 15 mil. Either way, that'll be it for the stream.